All right, so I had to come to Aircraft Spruce today and picking up the quarter-inch marine ply for the floorboard, picking up the 3/8 marine ply for the seat, and I'm picking up some another sheet of the 1/16 inch birch plywood for the landing gear legs. And I believe this will actually complete my plywood purchases. I shouldn't need anything beyond this. I have more than enough mahogany left over for the headrest, and I've got what I need to build my instrument panel enclosure and all of that. And these days, when you come to Aircraft Spruce, you actually have to place your order ahead of time. It's blocked off as soon as you walk in the door, and it's not like you can walk in and shop around. They just ask you your name and bring you your order, and that's it. So this particular one that I shop at is in Corona, California, and it's really cool. You can actually fly into Corona, and they have a shuttle that goes between their store and the airport, and they can either run parts to you at the airport, or they can bring you to their store, which these days there's no reason to really come to the store because you can't go in anyway. But anyway, hey, who's complaining when you have access? So, all right, I'm gonna go in here, and there's nobody waiting at the moment, which is kind of nice. So I'm gonna go in and grab my stuff, and we'll be on our way. I'm also gonna pick up two different one of them. It won't matter because I'm going to use it on the access rings on the wing anyway, but I'm going to pick up two access covers so I can see which one is going to work best for the nose of the fuselage. All right. I'm in line at In-N-Out Burger. I'm just gonna have a little something to eat before I head back to the shop. I was having a thought that I wanted to mention. When I go and pick up materials, it's really not that I intend to use them today. It's just that I'm always trying to think ahead and think about what's the next step I'm gonna be on. And it really has helped my project a lot to think that way, and then when I do move to the next step, I already have on hand what I need to do it. So a lot of my trips to pick up supplies are really just in preparation for like what is the next move, not necessarily what I'm going to do today. So today we're actually going to be working on getting the top surface plywood in place on the fuselage. So there's plenty of that to do, and probably more than enough for what I can get done today, but I'll see how far I can get. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that thought with you, and yeah, I'll see you at the shop. All right, so I'm back at the shop now, and I just took the clamps off, and you can see what we got. This is looking really good. So I just got to get these few staples out that I use to hold some things together. I took the clamps off the back section here, so you can see all of those cross members are now in place, and that is looking really good. So this is actually a really cool view angle of the fuselage right here. It's a pretty awesome study in wood aircraft construction and how trusses actually work. So yeah, trusses and gussets and all that good stuff. So all right, so thanks to one of your comments, I recognized once I got here and I took a look at the drawing and I took a look at the plane, I understand now what you were asking me. And you are correct that there's a there's a section here. I totally missed this on the drawing. I don't know how, but somehow I missed it. 4 inches behind this kind of rear seat area, this bulkhead, 4 inches behind is another piece of RS6 that goes across the fuselage, and then the corner piece actually goes from there to the other corner, like so. And I just completely missed that. So now I've got to go back and actually cut this RS6 piece out right here, which shouldn't be too bad. Just my Zona saw will take care of that. Then I've got to put this piece in here at 4 inches going this way, and I believe that might be the straight section that you were referring to. So I've got to get that piece in order to support the outside edge of this plywood. I could do it a couple of ways. I mean, I could just come across here, come down to here, and then just go right on, put another piece on the other side of here. Might be, now that I've already got that diagonal in place, that could be a better option. Let's call that door number 2. And so I believe what I'm going to do is, I believe I'm just going to do that. I'm going to end up cutting 2 pieces. I'm going to leave that one alone, and here I will just show you what I'm going to do. So, all right, so it's 4 inches aft of here. Puts me right here. Rather than go backwards, I'm just going to keep going forwards here, and this will be just fine. So that 4-inch mark here and here, and it's going to cut through. It's going to cut through here. And it's double checking that 4 inches. That 4 inches is to the aft portion. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is put this here. And then when I get here, I'll stop it here, and then I'll make this shorter piece here, and we'll be all good there. So. Pin's a little more accurate, so use that instead. I'm going to go cut that piece right there. Alright, so this piece will go here. So. And then I'll cut this piece here, which already matches this angle. So I'll cut that to fit there. It's all good. And since the load is already going to this corner, personally, You know, I think this beam to this corner is stronger anyway, and this whole thing's going to get capped with plywood, so the whole thing becomes very strong. So I think this is a good solution for my mistake, and so we'll leave those two there, ready to epoxy in, and yeah. So I got so caught up in what I was doing, I actually forgot to turn the camera on. That's never happened before. But what I did is I put this piece on right here. So that's all good. And then after putting that, and then first I put the sheeting on here. As you can see, I've got this sheeting on. I'll flush route this after I get all this cockpit area taken care of. So now I'm going to go ahead and make this piece that goes back here, and it's like 4 inches. It's like 8 inches wide, I believe. I'm pretty certain it's 8 inches wide, and we'll get that one put on. And the same here. I'll just flush route all this after the epoxy sets up. So yeah, so we're moving along here, and I'm just gonna jump back here and hop back to grabbing this piece here and get this epoxied in. So since I've got that ready to go, so I'll do that in a minute. First I'm gonna go ahead and get this piece cut, and then we'll go from there. So let me find what I did with the plan here. So that's right here, and it's actually got a radius corner on the inside, and it is 8 inches wide, but a little different angle on the back side. Square on the front side. It actually cuts in 90 degrees to the side on the back side, so I'll adjust that after I kind of get it all drawn out. So all right, let me grab a piece here. All right, so I just got it set on here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go underneath here, and I'm going to mark this shape out, and then we'll do the same on the back side here. We'll come in and mark where this piece is, and then we will measure our 1.25 inches this way. Off of here we'll create our curve, and we'll go from there. So all right, let me get this all marked out here. Alright, so I just realized that I cut this the wrong size. It actually should be closer to 10 inches, so I gotta cut another one. I don't like wasting mahogany. It probably won't be wasted. I'll still need it for some pieces here. Alright. Alright, so we're going to try this again. We're going to put this piece that's 10 inches on here, where it goes, and then we'll draw around the inside of here, and then we'll go under here and we'll draw around that, and then we'll be able to make our shape. Alright, that's great. So let's try this again. Okay, that's much better. And then we want to cut a curve in here. And I'm going to just going to see how one of my cups works out. Yeah, I like that. All right, then on the front side, we're just going to cut inside our line because we'll flush out that anyway. So let me take this over here to the bandsaw and let's do this. All right, so that's where that piece goes, and I can't put that one on yet because I'm waiting for the epoxy's going to have to dry on this member right here before I do. But we're all set for that. So what I'm going to do is mix up some epoxy and come back here, and I'm going to cut. I'm going to get this one epoxied in place, and then I'm going to cut the top and the bottom piece for this one here, and get those epoxied in place at the same time. So while I'm waiting for that, I can do something else, which is this. All right. All right, so the actually the top only gets a piece on the top. So so it's 2.5 inches wide, and let me get that in place here. Just gonna have it hang over just a little bit so I can flush it up with that edge as well. All right, let me go cut that and rough this up a little bit. All right, so we're all set there. And that'll give me just a little edge here that I can sand. I think I'm going to attempt to do that now, actually. What I would really like to do is be able to staple this and then work on epoxy in this. Work on this rear piece here. What time is it? Oh, all right. Just checking the time. Now I can make this piece on the bottom, which is mahogany. Let's see what I've got down here in scraps. Maybe this piece. Let's check the grain direction. Pretty sure it's just vertical. No, it's going this way. So I got a piece right here I can use. Find my pencil. All right. Got that shape. I'll go cut that out. All right, so I got this piece cut out with a 2-inch hole in it, which it needs. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up some epoxy, and then I'm going to get this one epoxied on the inside. I'll get that epoxied in here, and then I'll get this one epoxied on the top. But I actually have to wait on this because I'm gonna have to sand this one down here, and I really need to clamp it, and I won't be able to clamp it if that's in place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these two clamped in place so they can be drying, and I'll do the same thing I did before. I think I'll be putting a couple staples in the longeron, and then I'll put I'll clamp that in the middle. And then I'll put a couple clamps down here on the bottom one. And this will wait till tomorrow. All right, let me mix up some epoxy. So thanks for hanging out with me today and checking out the video. I do appreciate it. And this was pretty good. I mean, I've got this all situated now. Got good glue squeezing out all over the place down here. Not too much, just enough. And I got most of the squeeze out away from that one. We got this piece, we got this in place. We got this made, which can go on here. Can go on right here the next time, probably tomorrow. So once we get that on, then we fill this in with 1.25 inches, and we fill that in over there with 1.25 inches, and then I have to seal inside underneath here, and then this whole inside underneath here and under there, that all gets sheeted with 1/8 inch ply as well. So that gets ply top and bottom. We got this forward piece on, and so we'll be able to flush route this off of here, and that'll be good. And let's see, didn't do anything up here today, so no worries there. Yeah, so yeah, if you're not a subscriber, I invite you to hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification thing, so you don't miss any of these episodes if you're enjoying them. And hey, I'll catch you later.